Hi guys, we're back.
We're back. We're back. This is Dale.
This is Tay, and we're the Jones sisters. Thank you for coming back and viewing us. We're going to do a quick weekend wrap up
Yes.
for the Black Women Losing Weight Mindset Challenge. So, Saturday was day 13, and it was healing past pain and forgiveness.
Good one.
Yeah, I don't think I had too much past pain to forgive. I'm one of those type of people where I live and let live. Things that happened in the past, they happen, and then you move on and you keep living, and things that you feel like you need to change or work on, you do that in the process of growing. And I think when you work on those things and you forgive, you can heal. So I don't like to dwell on the past so much because that holds a lot of space, and it kind of jams you up from living, continue to live and make better choices for your life. So I don't really like to hold grudges or dwell on things that happened. It happened, and I like to move on. And anything that I need to change or work on as I'm growing and healing, I'll do that as I'm continue to live in my life. Um, and then forgiveness is, I feel like forgiveness is great. I think it's necessary for you to forgive so that you can heal, and also so that you can you find out where the mistakes happened. You find out what the problem was. You you go over it, and then you forgive, and you try not to make those same mistakes with in your future, as you keep living. Everybody's gonna make mistakes. You would like to feel like once you make that mistake, you won't make the same mistake again. But in reality, sometimes that happens, and then you have to not only forgive other people, but you also have to forgive yourself. So in the process of healing, that's probably the hardest thing, is forgiving yourself, especially if you've made the same mistakes over and over again, and you said, "Oh, I'm not going to make that mistake again." But as you live, things happen, and sometimes you make the same mistakes. And then you have to just really focus on why you're making those mistakes, and then try to correct them within yourself so that you don't continue to make those mistakes in the future. Because when you want to do better, and you want to be better, and you want to upgrade yourself, you have to get higher and higher. So you have to correct yourself over and over again. Some things will be the same mistakes that you're making. Sometimes it'll be a new mistake that you're making, or something that someone already warned you about and you still did it anyway. So, I mean, you have to give yourself some grace, but don't just give yourself grace, or don't just give a lot of grace to other people. Use some of that grace for yourself. Now, that's not to say that you should just be like, "Oh, well, that's just the way I am," and just keep doing the same things over and over again, just because it's just easier to do things that way instead of working on yourself and changing and making better decisions. But offer yourself grace while you're still working to improve yourself.
Yeah. So as for mine, I'll piggyback off of Dale regarding one of the biggest things that in this weight loss journey, like I said before, is that before I did not, when I lost weight the first time, I did not appreciate the I didn't appreciate the journey. I didn't appreciate how much hard work and dedication I put in. So I did not even notice my weight loss. So that's something that I have
had really to didn't celebrate it
forgive myself for, so that I can move on, and or recognize it and say, okay, I don't want to do that again. I do not want to disregard the hard work, the dedication, the commitment that it takes to get and reach your goals, or my goals. So I I do have to, and I battle this on a daily basis as far as forgiving myself or acknowledging some of the things that I've done to myself. I feel like a lot of times, we can easily pinpoint things that other people do to us that we may hold a grudge against, and things that we need to forgive for other people. But a lot of times what hold us back is the things that we hold against ourselves and not forgiving ourselves. So I'm in the place of trying to forgive myself, or know that, okay, these are the things that you've done. You need to forgive yourself so that you can move on, so that I can do better. I keep saying you. But I literally have to, as you can see, I say you because I literally have these conversations with myself like, Fonte, you need to get it together. You need to forgive yourself for allowing you, because I did it to get myself back to a point where I have to be back on this journey again. So I recognize my part, the part that I play in being back, having to be back on this journey, but also learning, okay, forgive myself, let's get it together, Fonte, so that you can do this journey again. And then this time, pay attention. Again, I think I stated that on Friday. Celebrate yourself. Recognize the great and the good work that you are doing for your betterment and your health, your wealth, whatever it is that you need to focus and put commitment to. Celebrate it. Enjoy the journey. That was important that I put on my vision board, because a lot of times I'll go through things, and sometimes grudgingly or ungrudgingly, but I still sometimes don't enjoy the process. So I'm learning to do that, and in that you have to forgive yourself for the mistakes that you're going to make, because you're going to make mistakes. And so it's one thing, as Dale stated, to say, okay, I'm going to make mistakes. However, I don't want to stay in that place. I don't want to stay in that place of unforgiveness regarding myself and just making the situation worse. Honestly, because that's what it does when you stay in that place. So I want to forgive myself, move on, and continue on the journey. And I have to remind myself of that even now throughout going on this journey again, because there are some days that I'm not going to meet the challenge that I want to meet. There's going to be some times that I don't always eat the things that I need to necessarily eat to make sure that I'm losing weight. So, or at least getting towards my goal. But I don't want to stay in that spot, because staying there is what has gotten me back here. I want to forgive myself, basically pull up my bootstraps, tie my shoes, and keep it moving. Okay, so that's that's the importance of acknowledging and also forgiving other people and yourself, because you have to keep moving. You do not, unforgiveness
is a roadblock.
And it will keep you stagnant in any area of your life, whether it's personal relationships, whether it's friendships, work relationships, whether it's yourself, your body, your money. When you learn to forgive and let those things go, you get out of your own way and you are able to continue on your journey. So that's that.
And Sunday's challenge was mindful eating.
Yeah.
So
I was mindful of all the calories that I shoved in my mouth. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there real quick.
And then I'm going to also throw in today's challenge, which is do something that makes you feel beautiful.
Oh yeah.
So with Sunday being Valentine's Day, normally we pamper ourselves.
Yeah.
Just on a
spa. Something.
Yeah. Normally we do like quick self. What is that? Normally we do just maintenance, self maintenance.
Yeah.
But normally on Valentine's Day or that weekend, we normally get our nails done and our pedicures, and
sometimes
we go to the spa and get massages and facials and things. But with COVID going on, kind of not that comfortable going to get a massage or getting a facial just yet. So we still went and got our nails done and pedicures. And then Saturday was our last day to not eat out, but
I survived, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I survived at least to 3 o'clock. Okay,
all the way to 3 o'clock. And so we had our mother with us, who was like, "I'm hungry.
Okay,
you made it. Let's go.
She literally, okay. I love my mom. Mom, this is not bashing you when you're watching this. I promise it's not. My mom's like, listen, when we celebrate, we normally which we told y'all, that's one of the things that we're dealing with. However, I will say, when we went out, I got some chicken. What we get? Chicken? We went to Texas Roadhouse. So anybody know Texas Roadhouse? That country fried chicken, chili, everything's delicious. But one thing about
was that your first time eating though?
Yes, that was my first one. That was bad because that was my first time eating, and that was at 3:00.
But it wasn't bad because our meal lasted us for lunch and dinner.
And I had some for the next day for breakfast. Like, honest to goodness. So the biggest thing that I ate probably there was your yeast loaves. Because other than that, I didn't even eat my whole salad. I think I had about a few forkfuls of my salad. I had I ate my chili while I was there. So that's the most that I really ate while we were there was the chili and the bread. That's it. And y'all know the cups of chili like this big. So it's not like I went hard. So I literally had my entire chicken, country fried chicken. I still had all of that. And I still had most of my salad left. And again, we used that for that meal, dinner, and I had some to carry me over. So one of the things that we whether realizing the question or the activity,
the challenge, we
were literally being mindful of what we were eating and how we were eating.
And we ordered water with our meal.
Yes, we sure did.
But not only that, while we were there, we looked over the menu. Right. We looked at
paid attention to calorie intake.
The caloric intake. Yeah. And it was amazing because even though we were eating out, the calories for our food were not astronomically high. Right. Especially for that to be basically the one meal that we were eating that day. And we broke it up into 2 or 3 meals. Yeah. And so we basically broke those calories up, for the 2 or 3 servings that we had of that meal. Right. And we even talked and shared with our mother. That was one of the things we were talking about is that we celebrate over food. And so we were talking.
I said, Mom, I said, this is the problem. When we're celebrating, we always eat, Mom. We have to find another way to celebrate. She said, okay, after today we'll find one different. I thought, okay, Mom, okay. But we were still mindful, and we were also accountable for ourselves. Yes. Because my mom is not accountable for me. She's not accountable for the challenge that I committed to myself. Mm-hmm. Neither is no one else's. I committed to that. It is my own personal challenge. It was my own commitment. So I had to be true to myself and be accountable for what I ate. Even while eating out, I still had to be mindful and accountable for what I ate. Following on Valentine's Day, which was Sunday, and being mindful of what we ate. Like I said, I had a piece of about 1/3 left of my chicken. I ate that and for my breakfast. And then when it came to lunch, I was busy out at the grocery store, and I had just got off of work, and I needed to go to the grocery store to buy some food because I know I was going to make some dinner. And Dale was like, okay, what are we going to have now? Because you got to eat and stuff like that. So, which I did. And while we had a sub, it was literally astronomically half the size that I normally eat. Yeah, normally, honey, I eat a large. Now, I may not eat all of it at one time, but I ate it. I normally would eat it at least within that day. Or a few hours apart from each other. But it was important. I had a small sub instead of a large one. And no Firehouse. And still water. Still water. So I was very mindful of what I'm putting in my body. Now, I know I told y'all we was doing a challenge, no eating out, which we did. Yeah. I feel like I succeeded, and I believe that I completed the task. I stumbled. But she continued. Even after that day, she still continued to go on. So now I want to clarify. Now the challenge was for that week because I knew daggone well we like to eat out. Okay, so I want my life while I'm making changes to make it a lifestyle. I understand though you're going to go out and eat. It's going to happen. So I don't want to be afraid to ever go out and eat just because I'm trying to lose weight. I feel like if I like to go out, then that means I need to try to find, yes, I need to cut back on it, but I also have to find ways to be mindful about what I'm eating, even when I'm eating out. And hence that, therefore, lies, okay, well, sometimes I'm just going to get a salad. But I'm going to tell you something. One thing that I found out while being out and I take notice of, sometimes, guys, we think that just eating a salad is going to do it. And I've learned that sometimes the salads have more calories in them because of the dressing than just eating a piece of chicken. Okay?
Yep.
Just having that chicken in a vegetable.
Yep.
So, or sometimes if you have the option of getting salmon, as some people say, and shrimp or something like that. So, that's something else that we added. We had grilled shrimp to our meal. But anyway, I digress. But you can find different things even while you're eating out. So my next goal is to, even though we may eat out, is that we are still going to strive to not eat out all the time, because that's still a goal that I have. But I do understand that I will eat out sometimes, but I do want to be mindful of what I'm eating.
Mindful of the calories.
And also make sure that I am drinking my water. Okay, there's another one. And also just knowing that I'm still taking the necessary steps. If I eat something out, doesn't kill my day, doesn't mean that I'm off track. So that's my whole mind set about food and what I eat.
And so doing something to make us feel beautiful.
Yes.
I made sure that I showered my family with cards.
She did.
And just a fraction of the candy that they normally would get.
That's true.
And I had to refreshen my hairdo to make sure it was done. And got my nails done, and just hung out and got some rest. That makes me feel beautiful. Being rested and relaxed.
Listen, y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. Beauty, the best thing you can do for beauty is water and sleep. Okay, remember that, water is sleep. I'm learning and I'm figuring that out. And it is. Because if you're always looking tired, if you always that ain't gonna be beautiful.
Beat down
and be
dehydrated,
right.
And dry.
Y'all, let me tell y'all, my skin, y'all, I told Renee, I said, why we stop drinking water? Do you see our skin, honey? Clear. Bumps where? Wait. So, anywho,
but you can even feel it in your breath. I was telling my sister that, for me drinking coffee a lot of times, or me drinking sodas, and, wearing a mask all day, and it's like the sugar's just sitting in your mouth, on your teeth. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just realized how fresh my mouth feels all day from drinking water. Like, I don't feel like my teeth are filmy or anything, because I don't have the sugar on it just sitting there. My teeth feel nice and clean. My breath feels fresh. And so it wasn't that I was killing myself with my breath and my mask, but I noticed that my mouth, sometimes my breath was hot. But just drinking the water, keeping it fresh, it feels like cooler. Yes. It feels cooler and fresher, and my mouth feels clean a lot longer than it did before from me having a lot of sweet drinks and candy. So I do feel like the water helps a lot. And I am an advocate for sleep and rest and relaxation. And I stay getting on Tay about not sleeping. I can take a nap at the drop of a hat. And so I'm always like, did you take a nap? Did you lay down? Did you rest? And she's like, no, because she's used to going and going and going and going. And that's fine. So, but you also need rest.
Right. And so that's what I've just been, I've even turned down a job, actually, or not a job, a position, that I could have worked for like 3 days straight, 4 days straight. But the reality is that I would not get the proper rest that I need. And I am trying to make sure I make me a priority. I think last week that was one of the things is what are you doing now to try to create like structure or something like boundaries and all that stuff. So that's one of the things. And hey, I'm worth it. I am worth making sure I get rest, getting a good night's sleep so that I'm not just good for other people. So I'm not just getting a few hours just so I can be good for other people, but I'm trying to get enough rest so that I'm good for myself and other people, so that I can help continue to take care of people, which is what I like to do, but also be good for myself and to make sure that I have enough energy so that I can do some kick butt exercises soon. And so beauty. Well, we wanted to think about beauty in a whole nother way.
Yeah.
I mean, because honestly, I did. I was like, oh, you know what? Last week thinking about it, I was like, I'm gonna get my hair done. I think I'm putting me on some makeup.
Yeah, we thought we was gonna be on here beating tonight,
like, period. But that is not the case. But that's also good because the deeper part of beauty is not always is what's on the outside, but also what's happening on the inside. We want to make sure that our outside or starts reflecting what's on the inside,
yes.
right? And that's the overwhelming beauty of our personality, of what we are putting in ourselves, instilling in ourselves,
and what we have to offer as people.
Right.
And strong black women.
That's right. Period. Power to the black girl. So anyway, we hope that you have enjoyed this. Of course, it's over 20 minutes.
Well, we covered 3 days worth
we
of
did.
things.
We did.
So it was our weekend wrap up plus Monday.
Right.
And this is the last full week of the Mindset Challenge.
Yes.
So this whole week we are going to do a video every day this week leading up to
Monday through Sunday.
Yes, the 21st.
Go all the way through because after that next 7-day challenge, we're going to go to 2 days a week. And we think that we're going to choose, what is it, Sunday and Tuesday? No.
Tuesday and
Saturday?
Tuesday and Saturday. So and we'll show you guys little snippets of us working out.
Because this girl fitting try to sweat, honey.
And also we'll talk about the foods that we're eating, the meals that we're making, what we're going to decide to do for the week. Right. We may not do the same thing for the full time that we're doing our weight loss journey. Right. We may try different things. Well, we are going to try different things throughout this journey. I wasn't sold on the Atkins diet way back when Tay and our mother was doing it. But they look awesome and they lost a lot of weight doing it. So I wouldn't mind trying the Atkins diet for a month or so and seeing if that works for me, because it's pretty much just cutting out all the sugars and the carbs, which are things that I need to cut out of my diet anyway to lose the maximum amount of weight.
And I have to tell you something. A lot of people don't realize this is that with the Atkins diet, I love the Atkins diet. Some people think that you just that now on Atkins they do just tell you, hey, go with the flow, eat whatever you want as far as meats and stuff like that. However, as the longer you do it, they actually want you to create a structure where you do reintroduce to your body fruit, vegetables first, and then fruits next. Because they do want your body to be able to still get the nutrients that your body needs from natural sugars, but not the processed sugars is what they try to get you to get out of your system, and
which in all actuality is putting your body in ketosis.
Right, exactly. Well, that was the first keto. They tried it. They be trying it. But so when we say Atkins, and also too doing Atkins, even though Atkins was just like, listen, just eat protein. You in of yourself can decide what types of protein you're going to eat. If you want to eat lean, more turkey, more fish, more chicken, more, what are the other, Jesus.
Pork loin.
Yeah, I'm gonna say actually people say you can eat pork. But like certain, so whatever your diet entails or whatever you want to really include in that diet, you can. It's up to you as far as the types of protein that you want to stick with on a daily basis. I already told Dale that I wanted to personally stick more to fish and chicken. That's what I
And turkey.
and some turkey, but I still those are the things because those are leaner, those are lighter, and I actually want to stick more to the seafood or fish part of it. I want to have that more days than I actually have the chicken and the
We don't
the
eat
turkey
beef often.
No,
So that's not a really big concern.
No.
We really don't eat pork often either. But yeah, just trying to stick with seafood and lean meats.
lighter stuff
to help this process go
Right.
a little bit faster and smoother. Go ahead and show off your nails, Tay. You gotta get a close up.
I tried something different, y'all. I tried something. It's like this full thingamajanga right here. Right there on that nail. And it don't even match with the other colors, but I didn't even care.
That made her feel beautiful at
I
the
didn't
time.
see it. This is different. This is special, so I want to do it. So I did it myself. But anyway, y'all, thank
you
y'all
guys
so much
for watching.
watching.
Like,
Comment, subscribe.
If
share.
you're on the weight loss
Share.
journey, please leave your link in our comments, and we'll do the same.
We will.
And
We will.
if you need encouragement, feel free to follow, leave a comment. If you want us to contact you personally, leave an email address. And
She likes to write. I don't.
just continue to follow us on our journey, because we plan to make this an eventful one, and we plan to enjoy it as much as possible. And we plan to see some results in the end.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And so, and also too, when we go down to our 2 days, some of it each video we'll probably talk a little bit about something that we're doing health wise, whether it's exercising, whether it's what we eat. But we also want to start doing some other things, some fun, interesting things, some of the hip things that are going on. I don't know about all them challenges and stuff, y'all. I don't know about it. But we do want to do just some little silly stuff or some little games, stuff like that. That's entertaining, and y'all can be like, "Oh, them girls, that's crazy," and I'll be like, "I know, right?"
One day y'all might meet Lena when we
Lord.
attempt to get back to double dutching.
Child, that's gonna be
Fun
amazing.
times.
Y'all will laugh.
We
at
are
us.
really going to work on having some fun exercising moments. Not just, we're going to do cardio and things, but we also want to do fun things that don't include us standing in front of a TV or staying in one spot, or even just being in the gym, or just also doing things on our downtime when we would normally be out eating. We can do something else more fun and interactive. So
if you guys have any suggestions, please share them with us. Like we said from the beginning, if you guys have any workout challenges that we may be able to do with y'all, please leave them in the comments, or you can leave them in the comments. But I do have to say, your girl's back is still not 100%, so I'll try my best to do them, or I'll modify them anyway. But just share them with us, and we'll let you know if we decide to take on the challenge. You guys have a great, I don't know when you guys are going to see this.
Evening.
Either have a great evening or a great morning, great midday, one of them things. Anywho, it was nice. Again, I'm so excited. I always be like, it's only going to be 10 minutes. But I have a great time talking with you guys when we get a chance. So again, thank you so much for listening, and see you later.
Bye.